Firstly, I'd like to apologize for not posting more on here. I've been very busy at work, as well as working on 3 more certifications in my off time and working on a 2-hour course I'm going to be posting on here in a week or so. So I apologize for not getting some more videos out. That being said, I know a lot of you are looking for tech jobs either in IT or cloud or software engineering, etc. So I wanted to help you by showing you some places you should definitely be submitting your resume to. Some of the ones at the beginning are more obvious and you've probably even used them, and the later ones are more specialized for the IT industry and technology jobs. Some are even really good for entry and intermediate level people. First up, we have LinkedIn. I think everyone at this point knows what LinkedIn is. It's like the Facebook for the job industry. It is your professional social media profile. This gets way too overhyped and people start thinking that you need to build a social following on LinkedIn to have any chance of getting any job. That is not the case. Employers will check your LinkedIn page if you have one to see if everything matches up, but this is not going to just magically land you a job if you spend 10 hours a day on LinkedIn. Don't go crazy spending 10 hours on LinkedIn every day. Just if you have a LinkedIn profile, it is nice to have so employers can take a look at it if they see your resume. It also has some job boards, but it's not the best thing for the tech industry job market. Next we have Indeed, which I think also has a lot of good articles. That's not to say LinkedIn doesn't have good articles, but some of these big sites pull jobs from job listings from other smaller sites and just populate their websites, their job listings that way. So keep that in mind. But there's a lot of, I'm sure most of you are familiar with Indeed already, so I'll just keep this brief, but there's a lot of tech jobs available on Indeed as well as many others. Next up we have Glassdoor, which actually I like a lot of the articles on Glassdoor. I like that. Salary.com has a lot of good articles as well. I think LinkedIn has a lot of spam articles, but I do like the data that Glassdoor has on all of the different job markets in different areas. It's another solid one, but you guys I'm sure have heard of it and checked it out already, so let's move on. ZipRecruiter is another one that is pretty popular. The thing that I do like about this one though is that it does a pretty good job scraping your resume and using AI to populate a whole bunch of different job opportunities that are pretty close to, well, I would assume that they're pretty close to what you're looking for. So that is the thing that I like about ZipRecruiter more than some of the other ones. I know they do a lot of YouTube promotions as well, so I'm sure you've probably heard of it before. This next one doesn't apply to everyone watching. This is called USA Jobs. This is where you go to find a lot of government jobs. So we have some, I think it's actually not the greatest search though, because I put in network admin, and it's finding a lot of health specialists. So maybe not as close of matches as you would get from ZipRecruiter. Well-Found might interest a lot of you watching because there is a lot of remote and local startup jobs on this one. This used to be Angel List Talent, so we have some featured startups hiring right now. And then, oh, GitHub is hiring. GitHub is always hiring, as long as I can remember. Anyway, there's some trending startups, some engineering jobs. These are just samples. Product jobs, design jobs, data analytics, sales, marketing, operations, HR, finance. I'm probably not a lot of finance people watching this channel, but here's another one, Get Work. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you have not. Lots and lots of jobs in many industries. Oh, thank you so much for the pop-up. This next one works kind of like ZipRecruiter. This is Ladders. This was recommended to me, but I don't personally use this one. I just hear good things about it. This one is called Flex Jobs. There are a lot of remote jobs from here, and I know everyone wants to work remotely in their pajamas, so this would be a good resource for you. I promise this is going to be the last of the really huge ones that everyone knows about, but Monster.com, if it's not already on your radar, this has been around for decades and millions of people had gotten jobs from this specific website. A lot of the jobs on here are also on LinkedIn, are also on Indeed and Glassdoor, etc., but just something else to be on your radar, even though it's already on most of your radars. Just want to take a second to mention that these are all going to be linked in the description of the video, so you don't have to question. I'm sure some of you are already asking me, like, please tell us what website this is. All of them are links in the description, so you can just click on those. None of them are affiliate links or anything. They're just links. Now we are on to the lesser known, more technology staffing jobs websites. So this first one I like to go to every so often, Motion Recruitment. Let's see some of the jobs that we have here. We have nothing for the job search, so we could just see a sample of some of the things that they have: Java developer, front-end engineer, software engineer, Java developer, application security, application engineer, cloud application architect. So it's a lot of tech staffing jobs. Next one, we have Insight Global, which is again more of a tech staffing job website, and all of these are linked in the description for you. This is a smaller one. This is Beacon Hill Staffing. So you can see over here we have 996 jobs available for search, and this is for tech, help desk, software architect, project manager, powertrain cooling engineer, project manager, data analyst. This is another small one. This is Apex Systems, so we can take a look at some of the jobs here. It's not going to be as big as something like Monster.com or Indeed.com, but every little bit is going to add to your options, and the more places you have to put in resumes, the better your chances are going to be, and there's a lot of tech jobs available here. There's another small one, Talent Groups. This is tech jobs, is not a whole lot, but it is, and it's also not necessarily entry level jobs. So for those of you that are interested, there's one at the end that's very entry level friendly. So we'll get to that in a bit, but there are a lot of tech jobs on here. There's just not a lot of jobs total. There's another small one, but it's worth mentioning, LaSalle Network. It doesn't have anywhere near as many jobs as something like Monster or Indeed or LinkedIn. However, it also is not as cluttered with a bunch of nonsense and scams and things like that. So this is, we're just looking for tech here. So 127 jobs. Like I said, it's not a huge one, but everything is just a little bit more opportunity for you. And the more that you apply for on different websites at different companies, the better your chances are in total. Here's another good one. This is called Cybercoders. Some of you may have already applied to some jobs on here. It is kind of known in the tech sphere, but not necessarily to everyone seeking a job like Indeed or Monster or Glassdoor would be. Here is one that if you don't know about Robert Half, you really should, because they have a ton of jobs for tech specifically, whether it's software or IT. They have a lot of jobs in tech. So definitely this is one of the ones you really should check out if you have not already. This last one is very small, but it's an up-and-comer. If you are brand new to IT, this is going to be a great place for you because there are a lot of careers open for entry-level. Let's take a look. Entry-level jobs. There we go. Desktop support, desktop support, desktop support, lots of desktop support, PC imaging technician. All of these are entry level. Well, not some of the AWS expert consultants. Those are not entry level jobs, but the desktop supports are entry level. There are some intermediate as well. So if you're looking for, look at all these desktop supports. This is why I wanted to show you guys this for entry level specific jobs, that these might be ones that you're interested in. That's it for this one. Hopefully it was helpful, and I did omit some things like Google and Amazon and Microsoft. I didn't forget those. They're just really overhyped. They're not really hiring for lower level jobs right now. Most of them are not hiring for lower level jobs, and they're kind of trying to cut back, and they have been for quite a while, and a lot of people already applied to those, so they're kind of over applied to and not as many opportunities as people think. So I think it's just a better idea to apply to the smaller ones where there isn't so much attention and you have a better chance of standing out. So anyway, like I said, that's it for this one. I will see you as always in the next one.